Aufnahme starten und dann... Okay, so. Now for real. Hello everybody, I'm Cynthia, coach of the Germany-Girafarigs, and I welcome you to the draft analysis season 4 of the UBA, the UBA Battle Association, which I know is very pixelated and bad quality. But I couldn't get a better logo, or I don't know how to get it to better quality, so we deal with it. It's the UBA. What's the UBA? Another draft league for me, which plays in the Ubers tier, or has Ubers allowed in them. What is an Uber, if you may ask? And I answer, it's Pokemon that are too broken and OP for the regular metagame that are banned. It's the ban list for OU essentially. So as you can see, Pokemon like Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Groudon are allowed, although Kyogre is still banned because it's broken. Because we all know Rain is broken and so is Kyogre. So yeah. This is my second season in the UBA. I didn't record the first season because I didn't have a YouTube yet. But now I have a YouTube and so I'm recording this season 4. Now, special rules, I don't know. Z-moves are banned, D-Max and G-Max are banned, 1 mega per team, 2 Ubers, 3 Ubers max for each team. Baton Pass, I don't know if it's allowed or not. I think it's not, but I could be wrong. And yeah, no evasion, no accuracy drops in place. And I think that's it. I really don't know. I have to remember so many league rules and such that it's hard to keep track of them. So let's just look at the team or doc or whatever. So this is the draft sheet. I know, looks ugly, but hey, I try my best. So yeah, this is how the draft looks. We have 1 required Uber tier 1, 1 Uber tier 2 that we don't require but can pick up, a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, a mega, and then 4 free slots, so 12 Pokemon. 3 Ubers max. 1, 2 free, and 1 we can pick up for 3 points if we want to. The last free slot is different because I had to copy paste it and I don't know how to make it like the others, so it's the special one. I guess. I don't know. Let's just move on to my first pick. So I was again pick number 9 because apparently it's my lucky number, because in pretty much every second draft I'm in, I pick number 9 for some reason. But anyway, round 1 I pick up my Uber tier 2, which is Pheromosa, UBO2 Beauty, because that's exactly what she is to me. Beautiful. I love Pheromosa. It's my favorite Uber, my favorite bug type, and I stay to my words that I will pick Pheromosa every time I'm in an Uber's draft, and I will pick it first. I will pick it up first round every single time because I just love Pheromosa. Also, fun fact, this is DLC now, so Pheromosa gets close combat, which is very nice because I don't have to rely on HJK misses anymore. So yeah, 220 points, Uber tier 2, Pheromosa, super fast Pokemon with 151 speed. If you throw a Scarf on that thing, nothing outspeeds it essentially, I think. I think it's one of the fastest Pokemon around, apart from like Ninjask and Speed Boost Blaziken. So yeah, with the Scarf, nothing outspeeds it, even not other Scarfers. Nothing Revenge killed this. Fastest U-turner, I think, apart from Ninjask. Very strong as well, physically and especially with Ice Beam and stuff. I think Ice Beam is the only reliable move. I guess you can run Bug Buzz and Focus Miss, but hey. So yeah, decent coverage, Drill Run, Fighting coverage, Bug coverage, Ice coverage, Dark coverage, I think? I don't know. I just love Pheromosa. She's so beautiful. I love beautiful Pokemon, okay? So yeah, Pheromosa, round pick number 1. Moving on to pick number 19, Skarmory, the OG Steel Burb. So I pick up Skarmory because Pheromosa has very crippling weaknesses in flying and fire and psychic, and Skarmory helps partly out with that, being resistant to flying, being resistant to psychic, and yeah. Plus it gives me a double hazard setter and hazard remover in Spike, Starfox and Defog, as well as a phaser in it with Whirlwind, as well as a bulky Toxic Staller or even a bulky hitting wall with Body Press, which it gets now. So yeah, Skarmory is my tier 1, I'm happy with it. Gives me all ground immunity as well. So yeah, Steel types are broken. Are good. I'm happy with my Skarmory. Moving on to the third pick, we have my Uber tier 1, which was... yeah, I got sniped so many times this draft because originally I wanted to do a Sun team built around Mega Houndoom. And guess what? Groudon got sniped round 1. Then I was like, good, I don't build a Sun team, I build something else. Pheromosa pick 1, Skarmory, cool. Guess I pick up Reshiram next to have a fire type. Oh, Reshiram gets sniped, I guess I pick up Zekrom. I also wanted to draft Celesteela over Skarmory, but that also got sniped. So Zekrom we have. Now, Zekrom isn't too bad for me because it still gives me an electric type and a dragon type. Plus it's still pretty good, has D-Dance now, which makes it very, very, very scary. And can defog as well, which is new to me. I didn't know Zekrom and Reshiram got defog. Why doesn't Kyurem learn defog then? That's confusing. But yeah, pick 37, I hope I called it right. Donagod, Uber tier 1, 260 points. Very strong Pokemon, gives me a Volt Switcher as well, and just hits hard and can take some hits as well. Your regular Uber, basically. Moving on, we have Volcanion, Steam, trademarked. 120 points, round 4, pick 47. Now, I never used Volcanion, but it has some pretty cool stuff this gen. Heat Crash, Flare Blitz, Heavy Slam, Body Press and stuff. Plus, Water Fire with a water immunity is pretty cool. Helps my Pokemon out even more because it gives me a 4x fire resist, which helps my Skarmory and Pheromosa out a lot. Skarmory being immune to ground as well helps my ground weakness, and Pheromosa being resistant to it. Plus, Volcanion still hits hard with it. It's a slow speed tier, yes, but it still is very bulky and hits very hard with its double stab. So, plus it gets Flame Charge to increase its speed, so it's not that bad. So I'm still happy with Volcanion, I'm curious to use it. Moving on, we have my girl Hatterini. Now, if you watched any of my videos before, then you know Hatterini is my favorite Pokemon in existence. So, the fact that it was still here at round 5, I was like, okay, it's tier 3, it's round 5, it only costs 100 points, it's usually tier 2 in auto drafts, I gotta pick it up. Gives me my Psychic, my Fairy type, as well as a Magic Bouncer, which helps me against hazards. Pick 65, my girl Hatterini. Super strong Pokemon, super slow, but that doesn't matter if you hit like a truck and live any hit. I love Hatterini. And immune to Toxic as well, because, no, not really immune, but you can Toxic it because it bounces back, so that's really, really good. I love Hatterini, she's so beautiful. I love her so much. Now, yeah, can be run physically as well, because it has Sword Stance. And if Baton Pass is allowed, I can pass Sword Stances into my Zekrom or Pheromosa and then just, and then wreak havoc. Yeah, I look forward to use Hatterini again. Third draft, I think, where I use Hatterini. I just love my girl so much. I love you, Hatterini. Now moving on. We have my first free pick, which was a pick 3 tier 3 in 100 points, pick 75, round 6, Schleimhaufen the Alolan Muck. Now, Alolan Muck gives me a Dark type, which is always necessary because you don't want to be store power swept. Gives me a Poison type, a grounded one as well, to get rid of Toxic Spikes. And the Dark type also helps my Alolan Muck to be good against Fairies and Psychic, because due to the Poison type, it hits Fairies very hard and resists. And still isn't weak to it because of its Dark type, because it Poison resists Fairy. Plus, it also hits Psychic very hard because it's a Dark type and immune to the Psychic. So it's a really good hitter, really good counter for any Psychic Fairy mons, which a few exist, like Gardevoir and stuff. Plus, it's a special wall, like no one ever was. It's so specially bulky and can really tear you hard. Now, this is a no cut moves league, so no pursuit from Alolemak. But I never run pursuit anyway because I don't understand the move and I bad and I don't know when to use it. So yeah, I never really been used pursuit because I'm way too scared to predict wrongly and then get bodied and stuff. So yeah, Alolan Schleimhaufen. Poison Dark, good defensive typing, and hits hard. Moving on. I realized that I have very little hazard removal, so I picked up Dawnfan, my next free pick for 100 points. Reifen, because it has Rapid Spin, which helps my hazard removal, because while Pheromosa has Rapid Spin, it's very frail, and so I would be very scared to Rapid Spin on anything, because I would be scared that it doesn't kill and I lose my Pheromosa, my biggest offensive pressure and my fastest mon. So yeah, I don't really am too fond of running Rapid Spin on Pheromosa. And Skarmory as my only defogger, well, I have Volcanion, yeah, but I don't like solely relying on defog, so I like having a Rapid Spinner. So that's why we have Dawnfan, Reifen. Also sets up rocks and gives me my second rocker. Still very bulky, because I have a lot of physical bulk as already in Skarmory, Volcanion, good special bulk in Hatterene and Alolan Muk, and Dawnfan gives me another good physical bulk. Slow speed here once again, but again, it's bulky and hits hard. And sets rocks and spins and stuff. So yeah, round 7, pick 83, Dawnfan, welcome in the team. Moving on, we have Kimono Ghost, my tier 4 in Frostlass. Now, I love Frostlass, I love Ghosts, Ghost is my favorite typing. So round 8, pick 98, 93, I pick Frostlass to help my speed tier a little bit. Because I have a very slow team, and Frostless is in a decent speed tier between Pheromosa and Zekrom. So I'm happy with Frostless. Now, Frostless is not really offensively strong, but it has a really good coverage, and so can always clean up teams in the late game because of its insane coverage. Throw in a Scarf on that, and your speed faster things and frailer things and hit them hard or kill them. Throw in a Specs on this, and it sweeps teams once they are weak. This thing is good, really good. I had good experience with Frostless last time. Plus, it has spikes as well and can run really good utility with Will-O-Wisp, Destiny Bond, Cursed Body, Spikes, and Paint Split and whatever. So yeah, I like Frostless. She's beautiful as well. So Kimono Ghost, welcome to the team. Next, we have the Heat pick. Der Koloss, Regigigas. Round 9, pick 101. 11. I'm bad. Tier 5. Now, Regigigas has always been a very, very, very big favorite of mine because look at this thing. It's pixelated, I know, but look at this thing. It's big, it's strong, it's beefy, it looks awesome. I want to use Regigigas in a draft, and so I picked it up. Now, Ubus may not be the best place for it because everything's gonna body it, but it has Protect now, and Body Press, and Rest. So, lots of good things for it to keep it alive and not have it die in 2 turns because Slow Start sucks and is utterly trash, but hey. Regigigas is very underrated because if you can live those 5 turns and set up a few power punches and have the right coverage, nothing is gonna live a hit. This thing is strong. Now, I did realize that after picking up, I don't have return anymore, so I lost my strongest stat move, but we still have Body Slam, and Body Slam is still good. 80 base power plus stab plus the chance of paralyzing it's good because I don't have to run T-Wave anymore. So yeah, Delcodos, Regigigas, I love you Regigigas, you're awesome. Now, I don't have a Mega yet, and so my Mega is Mega Sableye, which gives me a double Dark and Ghost, which is pretty good, because Ghost and Dark is only weak to Fairy, and has 3 immunities in Dark, now in Psychic, Normal, and Fighting. which is very good. Plus it gives me a second magic bouncer, which helps me against my very little hazard setting. So Mega Gremlin. The reason I picked Mega Sableye is because the way I draft my Mega is that I usually randomize the tier I pick a Mega from, and I got the tier 5, the tier 4 Mega. And so I looked at it and noticed a lot of Megas there are weather abusers. So I thought, hey, I have Ubers. I pick Mega Houndoom and Mega Sun Team. Oh, Sun is already sniped. I guess I pick Mega Sableye then because I love ghosts and Magic Bounce is a goated ability. And Mega Sableye is super bulky, which is probably useful in Ubers. I don't know. I'm bad at Ubers. So yeah, lots of utility. Will-O-Wisp, Toxic Stall, can set up with Calm Mind and Sweep, can be physical with knockoff shenanigans and Sucker Punch and Shadow Sneak and whatever. I like Mega Sableye. I don't like going against it because it's absolutely annoying, but hey, it's still a cool Pokemon. And probably, hopefully, gonna help me a lot, especially because I think, yeah, it and Hatterene pretty much cover each other's weaknesses. Hatterene being very to steel, ghost, and poison, and Sableye only being weak to fairy. So that them both not being weak to the same things means I can switch between the two and just do magic bounce shenanigans, which is gonna be very annoying to go against, which is good for me because it discourages hazard setting and toxic stall. So yeah. Also, me having a very slow team so far means that I can run Trick Room occasionally, even though I don't fully intend to, but I can, it's a possibility. And yeah, I don't know, I don't have anything else to say about Mega Sableye, really. It's a Pokemon. Moving on. I didn't have a Wish Passer yet. And ich nehme auf! Sorry. Now I lost my track. Now, ignore that. I don't have a Wookiee Water yet. I have a Volcanion, but Volcanion doesn't really resist what I wanted to resist in... Actually, it does resist what I wanted to... Okay, I lost track. Let me think for a moment. Shit. I hate it when that happens. So yeah, we have Alomomola. Momomola. Which is called Love This, because it's basically Love This. That's just good. Third, 3 point, 100 points, pick 139, round 11. So, why Alomomola? Because it gives me a Wish Passer, that's really the only thing. I wanted a good Wish Passer that is bulky and lives hits, and I have one, Alomomola. Wish Passer has a beefy HP stat, which means it will heal a lot of HP to my lower HP stat mons. As a generator as well, which means I can just wish, switch out, heal my love disc, and then heal something else. And that's very good. And even then it has knockoff, can toxic stall, can scald burn, and do other stuff. Yeah. Plus it gives me a bulky water, because Vivo Canyon is decently bulky. I will probably use it more offensively or as defogger, and so have one more dedicated bulky water that doesn't is weak to ground or rock, which it originally should counter because it's a water type. But anyway, moving on. I don't know what else to say about moving on. We have Boomer, Rillaboom, probably the most loved Gen 8 starter, which is my least favorite Gen 8 starter, but hey, it has Grassy Surge. I don't think it's a tier 1, but hey, I had so many points left, I had to get something, and I don't know if I'm allowed to get another Uber tier 2, I didn't have the points for another Uber tier 1, and even if I did, only Rayquaza was left, and I don't want Rayquaza, because Rayquaza sucks. Not really, but I don't like it. And no Uber tier 2 really liked me as well, because I wanted a grass type, and Tangrowth got sniped. So I picked up Rillaboom because it's a grass type, and it's the best grass type from the higher tiers. 180 points. Now Rillaboom is decently bulky, decently fast, and hits really hard. Has Grassy Surge as well, which helps my team very much, because only Skarmory is off the ground, I think, if I don't mess something up. Which means everything on my team gets gets terrain recovery, which is super valuable. Also, weakens ground moves, which helps my Zekrom, my Volcanion, and my Alolan Mach to stay alive longer. And it strengthens grass moves, which only really Alomomola and Dawnfin are weak to. So I'm not too scared of grass moves because I have a lot of resistances for them. And yeah, it has decent coverage as well and gives me another U-turner. As well as utility with Leech Seed as well if I want to recovery start something or force something on the switch out to get something else in and set up. Or maybe just get some more pressure for my Regigigas in. Because I want to get a Regigigas sweep done today. Not today, but somewhere in this season. So yeah, I have a very slow and bulky team that hits really hard. And that's kinda a thing for me lately. I draft a lot of very bulky teams that hit hard. I don't know why, because usually I'm hyper offensive and like speed, but I'm okay with having a few speedy stuff that solely attack and are speedy and then have some bulk instead to not die immediately. So I get this team to work, maybe bring Trick Room, a few Scarfers, just bulky stuff. We'll see. A Weber would have been really good for this team, but no real good Webers were left, and I really wanted the type coverage that I have now, as well as the utility in hazard setting and removal and stuff. So I didn't really had much choice or much options for Weber, sadly. So yeah, um, I don't know what else to say now because I got completely disrupted by whoever was knocking on the door. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, so I'm just gonna finish here. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, leave a sub, and let me know what you think about the team. Let me know what you think about the names. Tell me in the comments what your favorite name of these is, and tell me you hate me because I hate Rillaboom. Well, I dislike it. I think it's an ugly design, but hey, I don't like monkeys, so it is how it is. Hate me as much as you want in the comments for hating Rillaboom. But hey, love me if you love Hatterini, okay? We can love Hatterini together. I don't know, I'm just talking trash right now because I don't know what else to say. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you all in week 1 or whatever. And just leave a like. Now, I forgot what hotkey is the stop button, so I'm just going to do it the old way. I'll see you guys.